Hey guys, it's Nenna and welcome back to another Sims 2 video. Going to, I guess, show you, it's not really a tutorial, but I am going to take you through the process of organizing and cleaning up this download folder. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to stick to the end. And if you aren't, don't fret. We're gonna have a new episode of a Let's Play coming up. Some of you are really into cleaning videos. Any video is a good video, whether it is cleaning or actually doing a Let's Play. So I'm happy to cater to both parties, and this is for those who like to watch me clean. So first, I think we should start and check out what my download folder looks like before. So let's check out the size of this bad boy. So I currently have, let me estimate, I think 12,000. Oh yeah, okay. Last time I think I had 12,000 items, and I've definitely grown since then. I have 12.5 GBs or 26,938 files. I have done a video in the past where I said that you can just go inside your game and delete the content that you're like, ugly, don't need it. However, it is not the most safe and preferred method if you want to keep your game alive, and to use the Sims 2 pack clean installer. Actually takes quite a while to go through the items, and not to bore you guys with that, I'm going to select a few of the folders so you get an idea on how this works without having to wait and, you know, like without having to go through like, you know, all 27,000 items. So what you want to do, this is not exactly a tutorial, but this is what I do. You go to your directory. For me, it's already in the right place. I just pick something that I know has a bunch of items. Obviously made a few folders already with the intention of cleaning before I asked if anyone was interested in seeing the process, but since you guys were, I kind of stopped and had a reason to procrastinate. Thank you guys, I love you. I know for a fact that I don't have much in these, but let's do let me find something that I know has a bunch of items. I'm just going to put it like right here. This is the folder called numbers, and I have 1,846 things in here, which is crazy. And also shows you when you when you install this. It was very crazy in 2012 makes sense. No, in 2020. So there's a few things that I know about this program. I don't know a lot of things, so don't quote me on everything I say, but these are the things I know. There's something highlighted, you look at it. Red usually is bad, or it's an indicator that it's a mod, and the other colors are basically, I think, meant to show you that you're missing something or there is a double of an item. But once again, don't quote me on this, I'm just pulling this out of my butt. That's how much I know about this program. What I would do to clean this is basically first of all go through like this and just check out check out the red ones or the colored ones. So this one is the behavior mod, and I know that I have only one of these. I mean, I don't necessarily know, but I happen to know because I don't really download mods very often, so having a double of this would be kind of weird for me. But in the end, when I go through all of the custom content, once they're divided in all of their proper folders, if I had to, I would do the same process, load 27,000 items, I should say, and then check for doubles by a neighbor. I never really use it, but it's kind of funny. And then I have this in Blender, I have social sanity fixes, same-sex marriage, a recolor, got some makeup, and blushes. Personally, since I've been using this, I just kind of go about it like this and organize them by type, right? So I would do that first. Or I have all the mods, and this is a beard, for example. Now I already know that I'm not going to get rid of the beard or any of the mods. is highlighted in red. Now I could do two things. I could click on it like this, or since it is highlighted in red, I could simply just delete it if I wanted to. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure why it's highlighted in red. I just know that once something is highlighted in red, it is not necessarily a good thing. Do I want to keep it? That's the question. Since it is red, I am just out of simplicity going to remove it. Read through what the program actually does it is intended for. You would know how to work this better than I do. Let's say I wanted to select all of these behavioral mods, right? I could all move them into a new folder. So let's say I make a new one. I'll call this okay, my caps is on. Here is behavior mod. This is what we just made, and it automatically puts all of these in a folder. Pretty fun, huh? I don't really want to talk you through this entire process because I don't really have that much to say, to be honest. Like the meshes as well. What is this? See, I can't even. This is a mesh. Sometimes I have meshes without actually knowing if I have the clothing. So I know this is the sim blender, so I want to move you into. So I want to move that one. Oh gosh. Oh shit. I want to move you into this. If you have any tips on how to make this more fun, please do let me know. But for now, there really isn't much for me to say. It's just a bunch of doing and showing you how I do it. Well, I changed my mind and I am about to load all 27,000 individual custom content items, packages. So while that is going strong, I thought about what I could actually share in this video that would be semi-relevant, interesting, or helpful. Now, I also thought that maybe someone that isn't very experienced with The Sims 2 might be watching this, so I could turn this into a video on how to effectively keep your mods organized. My mods folder doesn't really look like the shit right now, and you're probably looking at this thinking, a girl, like even my folder looks more organized than you, and you're making a video on how to organize it, which is true. Mine looks like poop and it's very unorganized. So how would I mean it's honestly not rocket science, but I'll just talk you through what I'm planning on doing. I have a ton of different folders right now, and what works most effectively for me is to having main folders. So I have a folder per category. The way I could go about this is basically putting them in a folder like this, and I think for mods itself, this is a fine method. And get rid of you. Bye bye. The main folder for my neighborhood, then I have mods, sliders, and items, build items. I'll have the interface because that's a whole separate mod that I like to take out. It's easier to keep that separate from my mods folder. Same with the story progression mod and loading screens. Those are outside the mod folder. If they weren't something I would take out regularly, well, not regularly, but often. Let's say often. If I weren't taking that out as often as I do, I would just put them in one folder called mods. Then I'll have one for pets, and then hairs. I think hair is a standalone, and I have eyebrows. Makeup will be one folder, and then we'll have bottoms, tops, outfits, and accessories. And I think that's about all the folders we need. I think so. Don't quote me on this, but I think that is all I really need. Yeah, and skin tones and eye colors, whatever, you know. you get it. So like I said, for mods, I'll pretty much keep them like this unless I somehow end up having a bajillion of these and I really need to organize them. But there's only, how many are in this mod folder? How many are, come on, don't make me look like I'm a noob. I have 27 folders. Fuck. sorry, I have 27 mods in this folder. And for neighborhood, I've already been organizing them. I have some things that are obviously outside that I haven't really put inside a map. See, this, for example, this is not an item. This is not something that you use in a neighborhood. This is actually a light, but I put it in here for some reason. I have a folder called animals. Only one thing in here for right now. Then I have another one from Cricut, and that one has a ton of items. If you really wanted to go deep subfoldering everything, separated per like pathways, fences, trees, you know, name it. But I am not that bothered, so I won't really do it for the neighborhood. Then I have Red Pirate. It's also kind of a sneak peek of what I have in my game. It's quite a lot, actually. Then I have this. This is when it says finally snow for your neighborhood. It's actually a mod. It works like a mod, so I might have to take it out and put it in mod. Then for building, I have subfolders. Way easier than to just put the, you know, put them per maker. For example, oh yeah, see, for columns, I have already folders that were pre-made, and instead of bothering myself by taking them out, I just put the whole folder in there. Honestly, you can get really creative with this. I'm not bothered by it. To be fair, you could really just go all in, but I like to just take some shortcuts here and there and just be like, yeah, but I'm not doing that. I have decorated items. So decorative items, I am actually planning on subcategorying. That's not even a word, but now it is. Sliders are definitely going to be subbed. I'll just call it subbed. Interface is, like I said, it's just the UI of The Sims, and I have swimwear eye colors. I'm actually planning on getting rid of all of my eye colors, but I'm on a path of eye color destruction. I'm gonna get rid of a lot of things. Yeah, and then hair. Oh my god, hair is probably the craziest. I have so many hairstyles. It looks a lot more than I have online, but you have to remember that each hair color is another foul corn. Not corn. Sometimes you'll read things and you're like, did I get that? I think these are the eyes I'm talking about. I wonder if there's a photo so I can show you. Oh, there isn't. I wish there was a photo so I could show you, but I don't really keep photos. Well, you guys just have to trust me when I say they're really good. Just trust me on that. I never really used this, so let's go ahead and remove this. Wow, look at all the mods that I have. Honestly, it was a bit ambitious of me to assume that I would get this done in like one day. I have too much items, let's be honest, but I have made a start on this, and I'll be honest, I kind of like doing it, but I also get bored because it's quite repetitive, so I like doing it and relax, and then I get bored and I have to do something else. So I'll do this per day or per week. I mean, could be per month if I procrastinate, you know. Nobody ever knows. That's all I have for this video. I got a bunch of stuff done. I wonder how big it is, right? Let me see how much I actually managed to, like, how... Wow, I only did about 3,600 files today. I have 27,000, so that's not even a quarter. That's not even a fifth, I think. 3 times 5, no, 8 times. I need to do 8 times as much as I've done today. So that's not gonna happen in this video. 2 GBs out of 12. So in that, I mean, that perspective, no, it's actually not much. It's not much. I should do this, and I'm probably going to just keep on dividing these into these folders. They're going into those folders and dividing them per category, and then just a category. Go through these folders, then divide these per category, and then once those are divided, I will make actual folders like building and decorative, like those I already showed you, and then I'll put them in the right ones. And then I think I'll do a scan through all the folders, all the items per folder, check if I like them, check if I want to keep them, and then I'll do a whole scan of all the items that I have left, which I hope aren't 27,000 items, but it could very well be. And then I'll go and scan those and just check if there's doubles or, you know, doubles or anything. And then I should finally be done. That sounds like a long process, and I'm not gonna do that right now. I mean, I would if I could. I mean, I can, but I don't want to, so technically I can't. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's up to your cleaning standards, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!